Hello, this is Garbage Gal. I am presenting as Dumpfree. I'll explain that another time. This is another edition of Deep Thoughts. And I want to say Deep Thoughts with Dumpfree, but that might just be only an this episode day. I don't know if my deep thoughts, because it's THOTS, not thoughts. But today is more of just a thought, kind of thought. We're with Dumpfree, but other days I do deep thoughts. We might be with Waystella, we might be with Bagatha, we might be with Trashly. Yeah, I always got, hey. Today we were with Dumpfree. Anyways, moving fucking on. I am obviously high and I smoke weed. That's it. Just in case you needed to know that. You didn't need to know any of this. We're not going down that path. I'm sitting here eating my breakfast. It's like almost 1 p.m. I guess this is just a full fucking YouTube video now. What the fuck? No, get on the point. The point is, I was sitting here eating my breakfast and I had a download and it was really cool. Basically, when I start freaking out because I have a great idea, my mind loves to connect that great idea with as many other great ideas as possible and make it into like a big conglomerate idea that then can be a business or something. I don't know. That's just how my mind works. Like, I just love making those connections and like expanding on that. And sometimes my mind gets really overwhelmed because it starts trying to connect ideas that don't fucking need to be connected. This is all another download that I'm having currently, but in my effort to try to explain what I was actually going to talk about. So, not all my ideas need to be connected, which is something I'm just currently learning. But I love to connect my ideas. I love to try to see if I can make them bigger and how they can expand into other things. That said, something that always ends up happening in my mind is that I'm like, oh, well, how do I present that to the world though? You've got to be more concise, more specific, smaller, like smaller being the operative word there. You've got to be digestible. And I know that like there's this big saying that we all know and accept, like, or are trying to accept, like, don't not a saying, but a concept of like, don't make yourself smaller for other people. You know, that's something that has been like a big theme, I feel like, in the collectives. Hey, here I am using those spiritual words we talked about in another YouTube video that you just happen to have to use, that before you were just like, why are you saying stupid things like collective and stuff like that? But then when you like it's weird, because then when you get here, you're like, well, shit, that is what I have to say. It's the best way to freaking describe things. Anyways, the collective being everybody who's kind of on the same page. At least to me. I don't know. That's how I interpret it. it's been a theme not to make yourself smaller, to show who you really are authentically, and all of this stuff. And that's been a theme in my life, obviously, as well. Like, I'm trying to show who I really am. I'm trying to authentically be me. I'm trying to figure that all out without putting myself away. So I'm doing that internally and externally, like for myself. Meanwhile, I'm thinking about my ideas and my businesses, asking them, no, they have to be smaller, more digestible for everybody else to see. Like, no, they have to, like, you know, how are you going to show that to somebody? Like, how are you going to explain to the world that you're an artist and a spiritual witch bitch and a burlesque dancer, and you're really into trash and transformation, and you know, you do YouTube, oh, and you're a van lifer wannabe, and you've got all these other businesses. Like, how do you express yourself? How do you fully express yourself? And it's the same way with those ideas. And in my mind, I thought that I was generally opening myself up more and being like, no, I can be those ands. No, I can't, like I'm not gonna to put myself in a smaller box to make sense. But I find myself still doing that with my ideas of business and my ideas of like how to get started on something, because I'm talking about business as if I have one. Like, I do, but I don't fucking know. And I'm like trying to do that, but I have always seen myself as an entrepreneurial person. And I know that I am a business person. This is me being high talking. But no, it's the reality. I'm a fucking businesswoman. Better fucking believe it. Me, better fucking start believing it, because you are. Anyways, preach. If I'm thinking about my businesses as if, also with this conversation here, as I'm sitting here talking myself down from saying I'm a businesswoman, you know, I'm cutting myself down that way automatically. But you've got to get to the point, or you're trying to get to the point, that you can recognize it as soon as it happens, correct it, like I just tried to do there. No, I am a businesswoman, and this is a practice in manifestation in this current moment, and the fact that I am affirming something before I feel it to be in physical reality, but I do feel it to be true in actuality, because it is. It's manifesting, it's coming, it's mine currently, because I feel like that, because I am that. Anyways, yeah, so I can't be going around with my ideas though, thinking to myself, oh, well, if you want to start something, you know, like that, I keep it, like, you have to make it smaller so that people will be able to understand. And I'm